What's up? Today is January 24th, 2013, and I am 10 and a half-ish months auntie, and it has been a very long time since I made a video that wasn't really, I guess, sad and depressing, because I keep making these really sad videos, and then I watch them again, and I think, wow, that's really sad. There's no way I could put that on YouTube. So yes, none of those. This video is, I don't know what this video is about. I think this video is going to be about emotional changes I've noticed since starting tea, especially now that I've been on it for, like a while. I'd say it's been a while, almost 11 months, so definitely a while. It started to change, I guess, my emotions, how I think, how I act on how I think. I know the first thing most guys talk about is crying. I was always a really easy crier, pre-T. Anyone who knew me knew that, yes, easy crier. There's a problem. I'd be watching TV and crying, and I didn't even care about whatever it was, like American Idol or whatever was on TV, but I couldn't stop the tears, and it annoyed me because I didn't want them there, and they were just coming out. Since tea, that's really, I guess that excess crying has definitely gone away, which I'm super happy about. Right now, the only time I really cry is like when I'm discussing something like really, really personal. And yes, that's when I cry, and that's the only time I cry now. So I'm very, very happy with the way that worked out. I know a lot of guys say they can't cry on tea, and it like upsets them that they can't cry, but I can cry. So I guess if you're an easy crier, you'll always have that in you a bit. Other than crying, there is the whole emotional spectrum. I know now when I get into, let's say, an argument, let's say I get into an argument with my parents or with a parent or a friend or anyone, I feel like I'm able to detach from emotion, kind of, and then come at the situation in a more logical way, more logical than I could pre-T, which is pretty cool. I think it really helps in classes, and I don't know, it's just something about being on testosterone has changed the way I view things, like emotional things. So I guess that's something I heard could happen. I never thought it would happen to me, but it totally does happen. And this is kind of a strange idea, but I'm studying criminology right now, and sociology and psychology at university. So I'm thinking of like possibly doing some research on this and seeing how other people feel like their emotions have changed, and maybe if we can, find out what hormones specifically do to the body that changes them, that changes the emotional side, then we can, I don't know, just learn more about how they work and what they can control. And I really think transgender people are the best way of doing that kind of research, because they are, they want to do it, and you're not forcing someone to transition or whatnot. I don't know, when I think about just how my perspective is now different than the rest of the world, I think I can really see things in a way that most people can't, and with that knowledge I should be able to help people understand each other. But that's all wishful thinking, I guess. Perhaps in university I'll be able to explore that kind of thing, but until then I'm just playing with my own emotional side changes. I know that I've actually been told now that I'm not before I was always super emotional, and I've actually been told now that I'm not emotional enough in fights. So that's definitely a change. I guess that's pretty much it for emotion. It's either one thing or the other. Like, there isn't a happy medium. Like, I was also thinking, or I was asked the question, because I've shared this emotional thing with people. And someone asked me, was it a gradual process? Was it. And I think it was a gradual process, so gradual I didn't even notice it was happening until it was just so different. So it's really interesting to look back on that. Um, if you are transitioning or thinking of transitioning, definitely keep that in mind, especially if you are in a relationship. I'm gonna say, I want to say, especially if you're in a relationship with someone who's female. Um, I say that because I don't want to say females are more emotional, because that's a terrible thing to say. That's an overgeneralization. But the way two people who are female normally relate to each other differently. I know there's been studies about this. They talk about different neurotransmitters being released, like oxytocin, which kind of gives you the falling in love feeling. Anyway, so the way you relate to your partner may be different, and that could, potentially cause problems. My partner right now has only known me, after I was on testosterone for a significant amount of time. So they don't know the other side per se. But if you are with someone and you are planning on transitioning, that may be something that you want to talk about, or definitely talk about or discuss ahead of time, so that it doesn't cause problems in the future. I don't know, just wishful thinking and tips. That's about it for now, though. I am thinking, I know, writing another video. It'll actually be a scripted video, and it'll be one for, I guess, not for like trans people, but for the people who are having trouble, dealing with their trans, maybe children or friends or brothers, sisters, whatever the relation is. So it'll be a video that you can send to someone else if they're having issues, and if there's something that you need said to them, but maybe you don't feel comfortable saying it yourself, or you need someone else to tell them this. I don't know, I'm not saying that I'm an expert or anything, but I know that transitioning, I know that with my parents, or my mom in particular, watching like documentaries and that kind of thing helped her kind of realize that it wasn't weird, or it wasn't that bad, and that really helped her. So I think maybe if I put this video out there, it's just something people can use to, I don't know, communicate with each other, and maybe clear up some of the misconceptions surrounding like trans issues and all that stuff. But that is more to come. I should be getting regular with videos. Right now I'm in a closet, kind of, and I don't know, it's really cramped, but the lighting is decent, so I don't know, in the closet. Yes, so anyway, I will see you guys hopefully later, and yeah, peace.